Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Back on the reel with Curdy Bird and Bruce. How's everybody doing?
Not bad. Good to see y'all. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. We talking about the real mothers, not y'all mothers out there using them kids as a weapon. No, on some real stuff though. Happy Mother's Day to every mom out there that
Happy
born
Mother's
child.
Day. I wanna say Happy Mother's Day to all the women out there in my life. All of y'all, Happy Mother's Day. It's your day. Enjoy it. But we about to bring some stuff to you today, okay?
Let's go. Let's talk
absolutely.
about it.
I do want to shout out 100 subscribers, y'all. 100. We have reached triple figures, all right? So I dig it, man. Y'all are amazing. Keep coming at us, man. We've had some great feedback.
When you see me, look at me differently now. 100.
Me too, man. Me too. Don't let this fool you. Don't let this fool you. Don't let it fool you.
Thanks, though. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. But so we're gonna keep on this same topic, and media wants a race war. I want to say thanks to at Ronald Deshane. I hope I said that right. 3564, man. He asked for this, so I dig it. And that's the question, Bertie.
Great question.
Does the media want a race war?
It's a great question, but me myself, I have to say no.
Okay.
And my only reason why, we know that the media is played by their puppets to something that's way bigger than we could think. You understand? Like they're just. I feel like the media is just there to keep us blinded from by what's really happening.
So you say the media don't run a race war?
No, they don't. I don't believe that. Do the people they work for want a race war? The term war? No, I don't believe that. Do they want racial divide?
Why racial divide?
Because if I could keep you divided, I could keep you blinded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What you want to blind me? What you want to blind me?
Whatever I want to put behind you, I can, because your focus is right here.
Right.
What happens when I go over here?
Right.
Do you understand? And that's what the media is. The media, that's one of them pieces on the chessboard.
That's what their job is.
It's a piece on the chessboard.
That's what their job is.
You understand?
I'm gonna say, man, I definitely, I'll say I agree absolutely with you. I better quit saying that so damn much too. I'm saying I read the last episodes, man. I'm saying absolutely 100 times. Right. Shut up, man.
Yeah.
But no, I would say, yeah, man. The media doesn't want a race war, but the puppet masters, man. Yeah. That's what it is. The puppet masters.
Yes, absolutely.
There's somebody still controlling that. I'll take it. Once again, you may not believe that. That's your opinion, man. But look into it a little bit. Read a little bit into it, man.
Find it
and get into it, because we discussed things that never made it in the media when we were kids. Personal things that we've been through, right? We discussed it. Stuff that didn't get into the media.
Right.
Because this was like the 89, early 90s.
Right, exactly.
Like guns in schools, that stuff was going on. But it wasn't put out there. So, me personally, we talk about, we've talked about racial inequality a little bit. We've discussed that a little bit, Guys, these topics are full circle. These topics, they come in. And we can continue to add and subtract things and come back to things. But we've talked about racial inequality. We've talked about racial divide. We've talked about racial tensions and problems in this country. And we have them, and we're always going to have them.
Right, absolutely.
Okay? These are things that are going to exist. They're not going to go anywhere. But once again, if you can change one, and we both know people that have changed from one way to the other. But the thing is, the big thing is, race, it is not as big of an issue as the media puts out there.
Exactly.
To society.
Let's say this. If the media really wanted a race war, my man, what's his name?
Roland.
If the media really wanted a race war, they would have it. Because that's all they would have to do is push the shit we see for real in real life. You understand? If they really wanted, you would see the videos of every police beating. You would see the video of every black man in New York City going up to a Jew, punch him in the back of the head because they feel like they're not getting any piece of the pie. You understand? Like, anger, if they wanted a war, it would happen. That would be easy. But the only people that could start a war would be us as the people.
Absolutely.
Should nothing be able to provoke that?
But they are able to provoke it.
Yes,
they're doing
exactly.
a good job.
Yes,
That is
exactly.
what's causing.
Yes,
exactly.
I
That's what's
totally
causing
agree.
a lot of that racial divide is the fact that people. We were discussing. We were looking up. Some information. You were looking up some information, and it was like the ratio of black men in America that are harmed by gun violence, and you had instant results. Like you had instant results, right? Now this is on here in the phone, right, guys? It's on the phone.
Straight Google.
He just went to Google and he typed in ratio. You can do it right now. Ratio of black men in America harmed by gun violence, and instantly you're going to get answers. You know, in colored communities and blah blah blah. So then I said, well, check this out, Bertie. I said, go ahead and search ratio of white men in America harmed by gun violence. So the first thing come up, it didn't say nothing
Gave us
about,
a little tease.
Yeah, it was like, oh, a little tease, like something, and then everything else was gun violence in black communities, gun violence in black America. Like, so the media, what the media is only putting in what the media wants to put in. You can go in there and you can find black men in America harmed by gun violence, and you can get all the numbers, man, and it's instant access. You really got to search for white America. You got to search.
I mean, it's wild, but
Now that's a topic we're definitely going to get more into. Like, we got numbers. We were putting numbers down.
Yeah, that's just crazy. But that's just how it's programmed to do.
That's the media. That's social media. That's what we look at on our phones.
Right. What is the easiest way to transfer information by the masses?
Right now, it's our phones.
Your phone and through
Your phone.
the media,
social media. Right. Now,
TV.
media, it does. Social media, when you say media wants a race war, media, you have to account for social media, and you have to account for television, because you still that generation. We're in such an amazing time in this world because of the what we can do with media.
Right, you can't miss. Now you can't miss. It's in your face.
It's in your pocket.
Yes, it's really.
It's in your pocket. But then we still have older generations who will sit in front of that television and they'll make sure they catch that 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock
news.
And it's got the same things on for 3 hours. So if you listen to 3 hours of news and they're saying the same shit the entire time, you're gonna believe that same shit.
Gotta be true.
Gotta be true for 3 hours.
True. Yeah,
and that's it. They said it on the news. It's true, and there's people that believe that.
Hey, have you
but
ever?
There's people that believe that.
Damn right.
And that's where your race wars start.
Have you ever listened to a song early in the morning, and all day you can't get that song out? No matter what you're doing, that song's in your head.
All day,
you
baby.
jamming the whole time. To
you be in the bathroom. You start whistling.
Yeah. It's the same thing in the media. It's the same thing you do if that's what you're going to see. If I look at this and I'm in the media and I say, dang, I messed up with them dudes did to them Jewish fellas. That's all I'm going to think about all day.
That's all.
You understand? Like, dang.
Right.
But you don't know the backstory to anything. No one knows. No. None of us do. We only, our eyes is what you understand? You're trusting that.
And then you trust that. And that's, I think it's crazy you just said that. You just opened up something in my mind, Bertie, about, you said you wake up in the morning, you hear that song, it's with you all day, right?
Yeah.
So you watching that news at 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and then if you stay up to do that 10, 11 o'clock news, right? So you got this stuff in your mind you've been hearing for the last 5 hours, now it's circulating in your head, right? And then you lay down on it. You sleep on it. We wake up, that's probably the first thing you're thinking about it. So that's just that function of where, but that is where your stereotypes and your racisms and things of that nature are.
That's why I feel like the media can assist in that thing.
And they are because of the people
who
control the media. And if you don't believe that, you truly are naive. I'm telling you guys.
I saw this little thing on TikTok, and it was like all these local news channels. And they did this little run thing.
Right.
And that's what it was. It just shows you, like, come on, you could tell that they're being controlled by somebody else.
Because it was like 10 different, or maybe even more. It was just a bunch of different media stations.
And I feel like since the last episode, this is the word that's going to come out so much in every episode is the courage thing. And that's all it is. Nobody's willing to step out of there knowing what the risk is.
Right.
And that's what it is. Like, you don't have enough courage to say, like, I'm a breadwinner in my family. I did this a step here. if the people up there, the puppet masters tell me to do this, I'm going to do it.
Well, we had people you brought was Gary Webb.
Gary Webb.
Gary Webb. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gary Webb. He was an American journalist who
he brought the light on how the CIA was funding drugs
and crack epidemic in the black community in Los Angeles.
It started in Los Angeles, but eventually it got all over the country.
And
they were funding the Contra.
That was in the
80s and 90s.
But when did he write?
He wrote in the 90s.
He wrote that in the 90s.
Gary Webb. It was called Dark Alliance.
Right. So he wrote the Dark Alliance, and it was talking about that. Well, this guy was in the media, right? Mm-hmm. White guy, by the way. It was Whitey.
I don't do that. He's that reverse racism.
You're an idiot. But no. So Gary Webb, this guy came out and, spoke against the United States government. And then, he was a media guy, though, right?
And it just, the situation blew him away.
And by the way, it literally blew him away because, he shot himself in the head twice and committed suicide. In the back of the head. So you explain that one. But either way, it doesn't even matter to me. But the shit goes, this shit really happens.
Right.
Like this stuff really happens. Like there really is black markets. There is another. If you live on this side of the track, right? You live on the left side of the track, right? No, I'm sorry. Let me say, you live on the right side of the track, which you believe is the right side of the track. You guys got to realize that there is still another side to that track. And
for everybody, for me, don't make it a problem until it crosses to your side of the track. Don't make it a problem until it crosses your side of the track. There's a problem over there. It's eventually coming over.
Yes, it absolutely.
And that's why.
And there's stuff that goes on this other side of the track,
right,
that you may never see, but it happens.
Exactly.
It's a dark side. There's a dark side to humanity. There's a dark side to this world. And the media, absolutely, they're throwing sprinkles of it. They have to, because they have to keep us, the masses, because what if we can come together, if people that look like him and people that look like me, if we could truly come together and truly be like one, do you realize that with, I think it's 300 million people in this country.
They're powerless.
300 million people is what we have in this country?
And that's what they...
Is that what we have in this country?
Yeah, I don't...
Some shit like
I
that,
don't
right?
know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just know the percentage of assholes. That's it.
But listen, that is not controllable. You cannot control the population of the United States government unless you can divide them somehow.
You're damn right, and that's what they do. And
there's bigger things that's keeping us from the bigger picture. You're not looking at the bigger picture.
They're so good at it. They're so great at it. They're so great at it. And we just fall for anything. There's now this cancel culture stuff. As soon as someone get canceled, that's in the media more than
because people want to hear about that. Yeah, they want to hear about cancel because somebody says something
that made somebody feel insensitive.
These people in the media, you had the broadcaster, the baseball broadcaster.
Oh, that was insane.
I mean, this dude, he was talking about the Negro leagues, Negro leagues.
He was at the
baseball.
He was at the Negro leagues.
He went straight to the ER.
Yeah,
straight to the ER,
and not the emergency room.
And listen, I'm going to speak from my point of view, and only my point of view. I ain't mad at the dude for saying it. He said it. That's what he is. Okay, you screwed up. I'm mad at the bullshit apologies that these people want to spew after. That's what I get mad at. I mean, I'm not mad at the fact you said it. You be you.
I don't even care. I don't care. You know what I mean? I love truth. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But
right.
Wow. For somebody to have that type of seat, though.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't.
So you was talking about the cancel culture. You fire him? Do you get rid of him for that?
If they did, they're not. But you
understand? I don't know. I don't look. It's just, you know what? It just came up.
That type of stuff won't get canceled,
right?
Because the people that it attacks, they're supposed to have tougher skin.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's the people that
I think he should be fired for actually what he said. Even though I'm not mad at him for that. I'm mad at him for the bullshit apology. You've come up with a bullshit apology. You know what I mean?
People might think I'm weird, but I'm not mad at him about that either. He just told me exactly what the man is. And
right. But that's for some more shit. But it just it popped in my head.
I mean,
you said
he's definitely in
part
the
of
media, and that's crazy.
And you talked about the cancel culture,
and you're talking about a war, like that type of shit. Like, could they be trying to brew a war there? No, because if that one man,
that's just that man's opinion.
Yeah,
and
if one man,
and we say it all the time, right? That not everybody's going to change anyway,
right?
And that's understandable too. But so.
Just stay on your ground. That's what you're saying.
Stay on your ground.
Yeah, we know where you're coming from.
And just
keep your apology.
There should not be there has absolutely no reason whatsoever for harm.
You apologize.
For violence to
Who
come.
believes it?
I think that's the issue. The violence doesn't need to be there for the bullshit, right? But yeah, I mean, I think I absolutely, man, the media absolutely. They contribute to the divide. They continue to the race
bunch
war.
of stuff.
But a lot of that is because there are people, and we don't have time to go through everybody. That does good in the media, because there's a lot, both black and white and Asian and Latino and everything else.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
And everybody different. So,
and that should be. The thing with the media is we don't know what to trust, and they look at them. The media, they're divided.
They're divided, absolutely. Yeah,
you watching Fox, you watching CNN. What do you watch? We divide ourselves with that. You're right. Even in your locals, man. Right. PXI be lying. They lying.
It's right here.
Yeah,
it's right in front of you all the time.
We see it, but we're so blind from because we're so used to it.
We're so used to getting it given to us that once again, even though we can go into this little computer that we carry around in our pockets every day, most of us. I mean, even people, man, that are in there that are 60s, 70s, like
don't even know how to work that thing.
They don't even know how to work it, but they still have them, and you could literally go on here and you could get different viewpoints from different people. Like, I like to read, no matter what, I like to read something. I like to read both sides of an article. Like, I'll find one that's like a far this way or far that way, whatever it may be. Not only political, but whatever it is. I'll try to read something on that. You know what I mean?
But Roland, my brother, they it's not that the media as per se. The media is as the people that we see on TV. No, I don't believe that they want no race war. No. There's probably people in high and strong places that feel some type of way or want that to happen, but that's all. It's all up to the people if some shit like that happens.
Absolutely.
Like, nothing can control. Our government shouldn't be able to make me say, F him. You understand? But there are some dummies that they would love it. There's people that just love him for that. But for what? What are we doing? It just continues that American self-destruction.
Well, look what the media did. Look what the media did for the Trump. For the Trump escapade that happened,
the riots,
the riots at the Capitol, when the people stormed the Capitol. Yeah. I say this all the time now. So what did the media definitely put that out there, and it's very important, and they should have. And me, once again, my opinion, everybody that went in that building and riot on the Capitol, in my opinion, if you went in, you should have been shot. Because I will say this, right? The media put that out there, and they put out there, look at these racist ass people, going into the Capitol. And listen, that it was wrong. There was nothing right about it. I don't care. There's nothing you can give me. Once you stormed that Capitol, you were wrong and you should have been shot. That's my opinion, and it is what it is. But could you imagine? Let's turn this around. And I know people are gonna say what they want to say, but let's turn it around and let's say that was a majority of black people that stormed the Capitol.
Pip, pip, pat, pat, boom, boom, boom. You heard every gun sound.
Hey, shit don't come up, right?
We know that, but listen, here go my thing. And
that don't come up.
This is how I feel about this media thing, and I'm not lying. When it was MAGA, Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
Plus Trump. Plus Trump, plus Trump, plus Trump. Even he pushed the sensitive button on the powers that be.
Right.
He goes and runs for president again.
Right.
Middle finger Trump, middle finger Trump, middle finger Trump.
I mean, they were pumping him up in the beginning,
you
right?
understand?
Absolutely.
And there go your power.
Yeah.
You understand? There go the power of the media. This whole time, after Joey Biden gets elected to the presidency, Now all of the, hey, I don't want my kid growing up around no jungle monkey. Do you want your kids in the jungle with these jungle? Now it comes out. You understand? Right. But before, no one was thinking about all the black men that he put in jail in the 90s. You understand? Nobody thought about that. Okay. Him and his kind. Nobody thought about that. The only thing we thought about was what? Negative Trump. They'll go the power of your media, and that's how they could use the racists against you. It's not about a war. They just use you in a political way. You're a chess piece. We all are.
Because race is a topic that it is still very big in this country. But it is still not, in the same token, it's not as big as people really want to make it be. But the media does. The media will push it. They push that agenda because it's a tool.
Yes.
It's a means to an end. It's something to keep your eyes off the bigger picture.
If I want my table to stay together, I'm going to make all the screws very, very tight. And that's all the media is. The media is not the screw. The media is the tool. That's the media is gripping that tool tight. Let's keep showing them this. Let's keep showing them that. Let's keep showing them this. Let's keep showing them that. Meanwhile, they're throwing missiles over our head. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And they're landing on your loved ones and mine.
Absolutely.
And yourself and
it don't matter
mine.
what color
It doesn't matter what color you are.
Color don't matter.
The sooner we understand that, the better off this nation will be. We will stand united when we understand that, bro. It's not just an attack on me. You think it is. You cannot fool with me without fooling with your own self. People can't fool with him without fooling with your own self. You can't do it.
You know what?
No matter what happens, we're affecting each other.
Absolutely. You know what? The media in our own local communities, man, just in our own local community, we'll say within, we're 20 miles from Pittsburgh. Right? South of Pittsburgh. But within that 20 miles, so let's just say 15. We're not even including Pittsburgh, right? We're talking down in Homestead last weekend. There was a shooting. Didn't know what happened. I was driving and pop across and I see they got like 2 blocks shut down in Homestead, right by the waterfront. So got to go around. The next day I'm dropping somebody off like 2 blocks from there. And I'm like, we're talking. And he's like, oh, yeah. See, what happened, there was 2 young guys got pulled over by the police. 2 young black men pulled over by the police on the bridge. The police goes up. They ended up, the dudes, the brothers ended up starting to run. They started to run. They started to drive off. And then they started to shoot. So the police officer shot I don't know the full details, but somebody got shot and killed. Not much media attention. Not much outrage because there was a wrongdoing and it was like caught on whatever. Just from what I'm getting right now, But there's not a lot of media.
Yeah.
Why not, though?
Because we
it doesn't fit the narrative, right?
We publicize what we want.
It doesn't fit the narrative, right? Like this little town in western Pennsylvania, this young black man got shot, and this police officer who did nothing wrong, by the way. This police officer was not wrong. There was no question about it, right? So they don't talk about it, even though, because that's something we're going to talk about too, is gun violence, right? We definitely, it's probably going to be our next episode, but. Gun violence is something, and that's just something.
It's bad,
but that's the media.
Right.
The media is not putting that out there, even though there is gun violence. Like those young men had pistols and were shooting at the police.
Here go what our media is to me. It's going to be 85 and sunny today. Low is 68. That's the best news I'm gonna get from them.
That might not be right.
Right. And
they right 50% of the time.
They guaranteed it. It ain't been right since Joe said it.
But Joe D.
You're right, for real. Because no lie, because after that, I know the only thing I'm going to hear is shooting over here. This dude did this to here. Multiple people shot here. There's a active shooter here. Right. It's all bad news after that. He did this, but you want to know all this, man? It's the media is a game. They're getting played just like you and I are. They're getting played just like you and I, because none of us will open our eyes and see the reality. We're all we're so feeble-minded. We're sitting here thinking about, man, his skin. I hate his skin color. You understand? Meanwhile, you're debating at a gas pump if you should pay your electric or get gas for your car. And that's what it is. And we all in this slave mentality when it comes to the media because they have that much control over us.
Absolutely.
We believe everything these dummies say.
Absolutely.
Everything they say, we believe. For real, you just fall into something. Or if we don't believe it, like I said, it's the fastest way to transfer information. So you heard it, you bring it to me, I give it to somebody else, they give it to somebody else. We're all just dummies.
And then we just,
We just fell into whatever they wanted to give us.
And that goes back into that independent thinking, you being an independent thinker and like looking things up for yourself. And there's people who are way more knowledgeable than me on all that stuff. Like
me
they
too.
look up, like I know people that, I know some cats, you know.
This is just my view. I don't. This is just.
I mean, they'll dig in and they'll read article after article, man. You know, I mean, I don't dig in that much on every topic, that's for sure. But I will tell you that, you know, I definitely believe, and it's in my point of view that the media doesn't want the race war, but they definitely are pushing racial divide. And it's not from the media per se, but it's definitely comes from the puppet masters, the people that control everything, the people that don't want you to see the big picture. People want to keep you distracted from other things. But does that mean it is not a problem? That race is not a problem. Race is absolutely
every avenue.
It is still a problem, and it's stuff. It's like I said, some stuff we're going to talk about in future episodes. These are things that we can definitely discuss. But you know, the media being a part of this, man. Once again, Roland, man, we definitely appreciate you watching the videos. Definitely appreciate the advice, man. I hope you guys dug this episode.
I hope more people do this.
Absolutely.
Roland, I definitely appreciate that. Hey, man,
just give us more. Give us more. I mean, it was something we dig, and we might not be able to get right to you every time, but Roland, you being the first cat that came at us, man, with something. I mean, we've had discussions with people outside, but you know, for you to just respond here, man, once again, that's greatly appreciated, man. We appreciate the hell out of you.
I hope we helped you too.
I hope it,
And if you got something that you didn't agree with of us or agree, please let us know, man.
And listen, honestly, like we're working on this whole trying to get this telephone system and but we got to build this brand a little bit more. We've got to build a little bit more of a subscription so we can we want to have dialogue as we're doing this, man. But
I wanted to have you ask anything else, I want to have you sit right here and
absolutely. I mean, that is another thing. Like I know there was countless numbers of people that have asked me like, yo, can I get on the show? Like, yes. Man. If you got, and for real, it's not about getting on the show and spewing bullshit, but you get on the show and if you want to be real, that is all we ask, man. Be real with it. That is all, man, because, you know, I've gotten a lot of feedback, both negative, you know, constructive and not, and it's cool. I'm with it because everybody that I've spoken to, man, you know, friends or people that we just don't agree. It's cool. There's still that level of respect there, man, and I dig that. So once again, man, I great episode, great topic. We're gonna be coming at you again.
Hug your mama today.
Oh yeah, do that, man. Yeah, even
hug your mama today.
Even the ones that's using them as tools.
Yeah,
but listen, no, man. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, man. We appreciate you, everybody. Keep it up and peace out.
Have a good one.
You gotta say love y'all. That's